synagogues across the southeast close their doors, the Temple Emmanuel in Dothan is enticing people to come through theirs, offering money and a slower-paced lifestyle in exchange for being active members of the Jewish community in Dothan. The newest family comes from California. I met up with the Aaronsons as they unpacked their boxes and started a new life in Dothan. It's gained national attention, paying families up to $50,000 to call Dothan home. That if they practice Judaism and commit to living here for at least 5 years. Rob Goldsmith, the executive director of the Bloomberg Family Jewish Community Services, says after more than 5 years of touting the program across the country, this out-of-the-box idea is working.
At first, we tried quarter-page color advertisements in Jewish community newspapers around the country. And then it was really picked up by the Associated Press and USA Today and magazine newspapers all over the country. So we had free advertising.
And that free advertising led to over 1.5 million hits on their website and many interested families.
I read all the questionnaires and at some point a selection is made. The kind of families that look like the ones we want to interview and start the process. And it's really worked well for us.
10 families have uprooted their lives to move to Dothan. And that number is growing quickly.
We moved families here from Illinois, Florida, New York, Georgia, Virginia, and California.
The most recent, a family of 3 coming from Los Angeles, California.
When people ask me what's the profile of a successful family or the kind of families we're looking for, you know, the Aaronsons are just they're poster children for our project.
We actually heard about the program from my brother-in-law, and he sent us a text with a link to an article, and we both looked at each other and said, what are we doing? Why aren't we there? And we started looking into it.
Goldsmith flew out to the West Coast to interview the Aaronsons. After a successful trip, all that was left to do was to sell them on Dothan.
We've never heard of Dothan.
In fact, they had never even been to Alabama, but once they were flown in, they knew it was right for them. So they traded in one LA for another LA. This time, Lower Alabama.
Well, as succinctly as someone said to us, welcome to the slow lane. But that's one of the reasons we moved, was for a better lifestyle for our daughter. We just didn't find a shul or a synagogue in Los Angeles, even though they're all over the place. We just didn't find one that we really connected with nearby, that we felt comfortable with. So when this opportunity came along, that was just a part of, you know, the blessing that it was.
They found more than a synagogue. They found their home. The Aaronsons' cousins are also making plans to join the program and move from Massachusetts. Goldsmith says as long as the funds are available, they'll continue to recruit. They're hoping for at least a total of 20 families by the end of the year.
A woman waiting in